all, we're going to review what we have discussed previously. So we're going to go over what cohesion is and why is cohesion important for writing, right? Then I'm going to briefly lecture on some functional grammar concepts that are relevant for you because Holiday coined these terms, theme and ring, and some people, some researchers have found some patterns when we write. So this can be useful for us to write. Then you identify some thematic patterns on page 196 of your book, and you will do this in pairs. And then you will use the pattern described by Exposicion. I will explain this in 1 second to write your own paragraphs, right? So first of all, what's cohesion? Well, cohesion, as we have explained previously, has to do with the way we relate information in a text. Right, the way we relate sentences to each other. And as I said before, Holiday coined these two terms, theme and ring. Theme is the point of departure of the clause. According to Holiday, this is the most important in terms of meaning. Ring is everything that comes after the theme, right? For example, in the sentence or in the clause, I love you, theme is the first thing that comes in the sentence, point of departure. Ring is the rest. I love you, right? According to Holiday, theme can be classified in textual, interpersonal, and topical. Textual theme is related to words, tangent clauses based on continuatives, conjunctions, and WH relatives. Interpersonal theme is mainly related to words that indicate the relationship between participants and the text, such as vocatives and role objects. And topical theme is the main kind of theme, since it's considered to be the first word or words to carry meaning. This word can be a participant, a circumstance, or a process. For example, in the clause, and my old friend, I love you, all of this is a theme. But theme can be classified according to different characteristics. So we have textual theme, interpersonal theme, my old friend, topical theme, I love you. As I said before, the most important part of the theme is the topical theme. However, we can also consider all of these the theme, and the rest is the ring, right? So it's quite easy. How can we identify a theme? Well, pretty much the subject. And when we have a verb, or when we have an auxiliary, then that will be the ring, right? That will be the beginning of the ring. Alright, before I explain these patterns, I want to show you guys something. So, let's see if this theme and ring pattern is clear. For instance, in the sentence, Carlos is my friend. Okay, can we define the theme here? Yeah, Carlos, right? And my friend is the rest, and it's reading. Carlos is from Mexico. Again, what's the theme? Yeah, Carlos. And the rest from Mexico, right? He is extremely nice, right? So theme again, and the rest is written. So now let's go over. There was one researcher. One linguist that came up, he's from Indonesia, Rustipa, in 2004, I think, no, 2008. He started analyzing the way people write essays. And he discovered 3 patterns, right? So the first pattern, which is called theme reiteration. You have the same theme several times, and the theme is repeated in the text, in the same paragraph. So for instance, we have theme 1, Carlos, ring 2. Carlos again, which is team 1, well, I'm sorry, ring 1 here, ring 2. And team 1, so it's still referring to Carlos, right? Carlos. And ring 2, right? So if we consider this as a paragraph, I mean, if we had written this in a paragraph way, we could see that theme is reiterated towards the paragraph, right? So that's the first pattern that Lustipa explained and discovered in his research. The second way, already here, maybe here, you see it? Yeah. Alright, the second pattern that Lustipa explained is theme zigzag. So let's have Carlos again. Carlos is my friend. Our friendship has lasted long, for many years, since 1953. 1953, I met him in Ciudad Juárez. Ciudad Juárez is a great place to meet people, right? So Lustipa came up with this other pattern he discovered in his research, and this is called theme zigzag. Zigzag. Alright, in this you will notice, so this is theme, right? Theme 1, and this is ring 1. And then departing from this, ring 1, we proceed, so we're talking about friends and friendships. So this is going to be our theme number 2. And then this is ring 2. Right? And again, here we're talking about a year, 1953, and then we use this second ring as a point of departure of the following clause. So theme 3, ring 3, and then again we're talking about Ciudad Juárez in this third clause. And then we start the following clause using Ciudad Juárez. Alright, so as much as you can see, we're following zigzag, right? And finally, there is another pattern that I would like you to see today, which is called multiple theme pattern. So in multiple theme pattern, we have a theme and a ring, so let's continue with Carlos. Carlos is tall, happy, and helpful. Right? So departing from this theme 1 and ring 1, we're gonna elaborate the following points of departure of the following classes. For example, tall is gonna be our theme number 1, happy is gonna be our theme number 2, and helpful is gonna be our theme number 3. His tallness is from his mom. His happiness is this because he loves his job. And he loves helping people because he is a Muslim. Right? So what you can see, apart from this first dream, we have different themes, right? We won't find them sometimes, just the way it's explained. Sometimes authors, especially expert authors, they decide or they write combining this, right? So you have to pay attention because sometimes you will find one pattern that is combined with other questions. Alright, so when you finish,